Hello, welcome. Let's try to solve another Leetcode problem, 2266, count number of texts. So for this problem, we are giving Alice and Bob, so they are using the full. So the full gonna be like 1 to 0. There are gonna be other case, but what we're gonna focus is only about the number 2 to 9. Yeah, because for 2 we have characters A, B, C. So if we press one time, it's going to be A for this button 2. If we press 2 times, it can become AA or it can become B. So this is also normal. If you used the old mobile phones a long time ago, it has this kind of a keyboard, and if you press 2 times, it can become AA or it can become B. But if you press 3 times, it can become AAA or it can become BA or it can become AB or it can become C. So there are 4 different cases, but if we press 2 times, it can have 2 different cases. But if we have pressed 1 time, it's going to be only 1 case. Yeah, so this is going to be the pattern. But how did we get that? So let's just try. So if we press 1 time, definitely it's going to be a character A for this button 2. But if we press 2 times, what's going to happen is that after this A, we can add another A. This is okay. But if we press 2 times, it can become another new character, which is going to become B. So this is going to be two times. So this is 1, this is 2. But what if we press 3 times for this button 2? So we can put a prefix after this A, so it's going to become AAA. Or we can prepare a prefix after this B, it can become BA. Or we can prepare the prefix after A, so it must be B, so it's going to become AB. Yeah. But if we press 3 times, there's going to be a new character, it's going to be C. So this is going to be a new character. So this is why it has 4 times. But what if we continue? What's going to happen? Yeah, if we continue, it means we're going to press 4 times of this character, of this button 2. What's going to happen is after those characters, we can add a suffix. We can add a suffix A. Yeah, I'm sorry, maybe I said about the wrong. It is not a prefix, it is a suffix. We can add a suffix A, it's going to be 4 times. From here, we can add a suffix B, it's going to be 2 times. From here, we can add a suffix C, it's going to be 1 time. So in total, it's going to be 1 plus 2 plus 4, it is the 7 times. So this means this problem is similar like the climbing stairs problem. If we know press 1 time, 2 time, and 3 time, and for the next time, it's going to be this one plus this one plus this one. Yeah. And what about if we have 4 characters? For example, what about if we press, for example, if we press this button 9, what's going to happen? So let's just try this one. So if we press the button 9, so if we press 1 time, definitely it is W. If we press 2 times, similarly, it's going to be double W, and it's going to be X. And what if we press 3 times? Definitely, it's going to be 4 different cases. It's going to be 3W and X W. And for here, we can add another one. So it's going to be W X. And if we press 3 times, it can become Y. Yeah. So 1, 2, 4. But what if we press 4 times? Yeah, so we can add a suffix. From here, we can add a W, and from here we can add a suffix. It's going to be X. Yeah, it's going to be X here, and from here we can add a suffix. It's going to be Y. Yeah, but if we press 4 times, there's going to be a straight case. It means we're going to have another new character. It's going to be that. So in total, it's going to be 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus another 1. It's going to become that if we press 4 times. So it's going to be 8. Why it is 8? Because we needed to add a new character, which is going to be this Z. So this is 1 plus 2 plus 4, but we needed to add another 1. Maybe we can prepare here because this is easy for the calculation. So at the first place, we're going to prepare a new character 1. This is just prepared for calculation. So this means this is the first time, second, the third, and fourth time. But if we press another time, it's going to be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. It's going to be 8. So what about the next one? So for the next one, it's going to be 8 plus 2 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, because everything has already been prepared. We just need to plus all of them. So this means for the next time, if we press 5 times, it's going to be 12 plus 2 plus 1, it's going to be 15. Yeah, because if we press 5 times, all the character has already appeared. We can just use the climbing stairs strategy directly. Because from here, we didn't use the character Z, so this is why we needed to plus another one. But after that, everything should be okay. Now let's just use this kind of idea, climbing stairs idea, to solve the problem. So we're going to prepare a mod. It's going to be 10 to the power of 9 plus 7. And by the way, if we are given this problem and it told us that it's going to have a modular, basically this can be a DP problem or it can be a combination problem. And according to this kind of a problem, we are pressing the characters one by one and we're going to list them as a group. So it means from here, we're going to have 3 2s, from here we have 2 3s, and from here we have 36 2s. We're going to group them together. This means we just need to combine with different cases, but between each of them, we're going to use a multiplication. So this is in mathematics, we're going to call the combination, but we're going to use a multiplication for that. I hope we should understand that. Yeah. If we are giving a mod, normally it's going to be the combination or it can be the DP. But this problem combined together, I mean the combination and the DP together. So we're going to use those strategies to solve the problem. So we're going to use a group by in Python. So for character and a string, this is going to be an iteration of strings. We're going to use a group by inside of the group by of first case, and from here we're going to prepare a count. It's going to be the length of the list of this iterator. So this means we get a count for this character. So for example, for this character 2, we get a count, the length is going to be 3, and for this character 3, we have a count, so the length is going to be 2. And then we're going to use DP. We're going to use prepare a result. So let me put it here. Result is going to be 1, as we're going to use the multiplication. So the result is going to be equal to result times DP with the character and the count. And after that, we're going to need to use a modular. After that, we're going to return the result. Yeah. So the final step is just we need to finish this DP function. So we're going to write it from here. So we're going to define a DP function. So inside it's going to be a character and the count. So we're going to do some preparations. So for the climbing stairs, we're going to use the for example, for climbing stairs, we're going to climb, there are 2 strategies. We can climb 1 step or we can climb 2 steps. And here also the same. Yeah. So we're going to prepare some variables. So I'm going to use first as the first strategy, and the second and third and the fourth. It means we have the different strategies, just preparations for the next step. So I'm going to prepare 1 1 and 2 4. So if this character, if this button is 2 3, for example, it only has 3 characters, so what's going to happen? We're going to only need the second, third, and fourth. This 1, 2, 4, it is okay. But if the button is 7 or 9, it has 4 characters, so we're going to use the 4 variables, first, second, third, and fourth. Basically, this first is just a preparation for the calculation. Yeah. Now, we're going to loop through it. So we're going to check for anything in range from 4. So this means if we press 4 times, basically we need to use the DP to solve the problem. If it is less than 4 times, it is still okay because we prepared all those variables. So it's going to be count plus 1. Yeah. So from here, I want to check. I want to check the character. So if the character is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, so this means I'm gonna use the first strategy. So I'm gonna update the fourth, third, and the second. So otherwise, I'm gonna use the second strategy. I'm gonna update all of them, third, second, and the first. Yeah. So this is a little bit harder than the climbing stairs, because for climbing stairs, the basic pattern is that we're gonna only have two variables. It's gonna be first and second. But for this pattern, we're gonna need 4 variables. Yeah. So if this button has 3 characters, so it is okay. We just need to update all of them. So the fourth gonna equal to fourth plus the third plus the second, and we're gonna shift the third to the fourth and shift the second to the third. Yeah, so this is just the basic pattern. And from here, we just need to copy this kind of pattern. So the fourth, third, second, we're gonna plus a first from here. And here gonna be the fourth, third, and after that, it's gonna be the second. Yeah. So this is basically a DP pattern, but for this pattern, we didn't use any extra memory. We only used 4 variables to solve the problem. Yeah, so for the space complexity, it's gonna be just 01. Now we updated all of them. We just need to get the final result. So if we're gonna check the count. So if the count equal to 1, so we're gonna return a second. It means only one possible ways. But we're gonna use elif. If the count equal to 2, it means we're gonna have 2 ways. So we're gonna return a third, because third equal to 2. And else, it means the count gonna be more than and equal to 3, so we're gonna return the fourth. Yeah. So this is gonna be the basic pattern, and the DP function is similarly like climbing stairs. And here we just use the mathematics combination, but here we need to use multiplication because we need to count how many different ways. As the numbers can be really big, so we need to modular a mod. Now let me just run it to have a check. Something wrong. So fault is not defined. Did I made a wrong typo? Yeah, so this is a wrong typo. Let me just fix it from here. It's gonna be false. Yeah, now as you can see, it is okay. Now let me just submit it to have a check. Yeah, as you can see, it works. Although the speed is not good enough, but I think it is okay. It is just more than 1 second, but it is okay. And we need to understand 2 syntax of Python. So this group by actually means we need to group them together. So let me just print out one of the group by so you can understand what it looks like. So this is going to be the group by. If I group by this character, we can print out the character C and the list of the string. We're going to understand what are going to be the group by. So that's just to check this example. For this 222, so we're going to group by to 2 with an array of 222. Yeah, but before that, if we didn't use the list, it's going to be an iterator of this 222. So this is why we're going to use we find a button 2, and we're going to count how many times. So we're going to use this group by, and we're going to use the length of the list S to check how many times for this button. And from here, this is the basic pattern of climbing stairs. But for this one, as there are 4 buttons, we need to prepare actual variable. So I prepare a first as actual variable. So I'm going to prepare a 1, because for the next step, if there are 4 buttons, the result going to be 8. That is why I prepare 1. But if the result is still 7, so I only need to prepare 0. So we need to also understand about here. I think that's all about it. Let me just I did make some mistakes. Let me just run it again and submit it again to make sure everything should be okay. Yeah, now as you can see, it works and it's pretty fast. Thank you for watching. See you next time.